Ooh,
All right,
I'm
man.
the
Y'all check that shit
asshole.
out, man.
I agree with it.
Woman pretends not to recognize her parents who abandoned her. So,
Get him.
this story is about this girl and her older sister who had a serious condition
Yeah.
that her parents could not afford to, yeah, pay for. So they kind of just dropped them off at a family member's house and just turned their backs and never paid this girl any attention.
Never left
And
her in the box, but go ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
um,
No, they
they
took
left
care
her
of the
in the
daughter with the sickness and dropped the healthy one
Yeah,
off.
they dropped the healthy one off and took the
Right.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
that
kudos
part.
to them.
shit.
That
I
part.
don't need to
But
hear anything else. Kudos to them.
yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
But that the sister that was sick or whatever that was not of good health, she
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the healthy sister went to the funeral. Mind you, years have passed. Went to the funeral, and the parents came up to the healthy one, the one that they left behind and put in the box. She pretended she didn't know him. They went to go hug her, and she's like, "Hey, I don't do all that with strangers." You know, and they felt some type of way, and she pretty much want to know if she's an asshole for that.
nope.
I say no because it's not that they just dropped her off. She saw him, I think she said 6 times over 9 years. 6 fucking times.
Yeah,
And it was the aunt and the uncle that raised her. And the grandmother understood it while the other family members was like, nah, you need to blah, 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 blah. I understand having a sick child and you got to take care of him. But that does not negate your responsibility to your other child. If she had to go stay with family members, some support should have been in place if that was nothing but physical support. You just coming and checking on the well-being. Hey, let me take you out, let me do this,
that part.
woo woo woo, but they neglected that, and so she neglected them. And I agree with that. I could tell you a real life situation about that. That's heartbreaking. We got family. And it's really a sad story. My mother told me. We got a cousin, they're biracial, and the family member in question, he used to beat his white wife. He used to beat her pretty bad. And she left. She dipped out and she left him with the kids. Now, he was amazing to the kids, but she ended up remarrying. She married a white man, had children. And they tried to get in contact with her. The daughter did. Yo, please don't call here ever again. Don't call here ever again. Well, some time passed. I guess the marriage didn't work out. So the mother reached out to the child again. Hey, this, that, and the other. Woo woo. She wasn't doing good. I'm not your child. Don't call me anymore. So you kind of get what you put out in the world. You get what you put out in the world, So
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up considering you left her with your family. So you checked in with your family, but you didn't check in with your child.
Mm-hmm.
You left her, twisting the wind. Like you said, you don't have to be financially supportive. Just check in on them, see how they doing. But you pretty much made it seem like she didn't even exist.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in certain functions throughout the years, it was a quick high and by, but nothing, like a parent should, even if you can't, provide everything that you're supposed to. And you just go in and check in and make sure that your kid is doing okay. But they made their decision, and I think this young lady made her decision, and they got to deal with that. And the family. And that's what pisses me off is the family acting a certain way, saying that she pretty much needs to turn the other cheek and don't be
Yeah,
down
fuck
on their
that.
parents because
Traumas
Yeah.
like that is going to have her locked in at the age that they dropped her off. That's just how that goes.
Facts.
And I can't say the parents are right or wrong. I can't even say there's a way to handle that. I mean, people are wonderful with coming up with these solutions. And I've seen people with multiple children and one of them is severely ill. And I don't know how they made it. And they had the most wonderful spirits, and it's like they were tempered for that scenario. You know what I mean? I'm blown away. And I'm not saying like anybody who acted differently couldn't be fucked up. I'm just saying like I don't know what that full, you know what I'm saying? And until you're in that situation, you don't know what that does up here in the heart space. And you know what I mean? Because it could be guilt. Wow, why couldn't both my kids be healthy? So now I got to put all my attention into the one that wasn't born healthy. And I know that one's going to feel the neglect when they're going to physically be there. So let me give them to someone who's going to pay absolute attention to them. And we don't know the reason, but it's still, like you said, not checking in. You know, that distance becomes more and more awkward the longer it goes without contact. You know what I mean? And human nature, it's like, it's so freaking weird. Like it probably wasn't even done with intent. It wasn't definitely probably not done out of spite.
Yeah, we don't
but now
know
she's
because
still stuck at that one part of her childhood.
But what do you do, Drizzy, if you bump into your kid somewhere? You don't acknowledge them, or like I said, that whole dynamic is a little fuzzy for me. Like said, that they ran into each other through the years, but where was that?
They never acknowledged her when they ran into her. Not even as family.
They saw each other. Mind you're gonna run into each other if she left them with her people. You're gonna run into each other. Some type of function, a wedding, funeral, whatever. You're gonna run into each other. And then she attended her sister's funeral, and then that's when the parents like, oh, hey, we got another one that's alive. You know? See what I'm saying? Don't come with the hugs at the funeral when you couldn't hug me when we was at the cookout.
Yeah, that's going to take some major time.
Yeah, I'm just going by what the article said. That's all.
I feel you, but I feel like fuck the parents on that bullshit because again, y'all feel like y'all put her out the fucking pasture while the girl was, you know what I'm saying? If the thing is her aunt and uncle adopted her when she was 18, and the blessing about that was her aunt and uncle could not have children biologically, so it was basically they called this girl their miracle child. And I think honestly what happened in the story was she didn't see her parents at the funeral. It was, she said she dipped out before her parents could see her. And she saw her parents at a night watch service or something like that when she was with her grandmother. And then they came up to her and was like, hey, do you know me? And she was like, you look familiar. Are you like my father's brother? And she was like, nah, we your parents. Like, I don't know you all like that, bro. And so then they was saying, well, she said she felt they was sitting behind her and she felt the stairs and stuff and all that stuff. And she was like, well, I ain't fucking with y'all like that, though, because, again, I seen y'all, I can count on one hand how many times I didn't see y'all since y'all ditched me. But now y'all want to come and give hugs and shit. I can't rock with you like that. And then they wrote her a letter talking about how hurt they was and all this shit. Nigga, fuck you. How hurt you was, bitch. Y'all gave me up and ain't speak to me and all that shit. But y'all hurt.
That's the Christian way I know. That all sound like church. That all sound like
Christian.
Fuck out of here.
That sound like the Christian way to me. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Corey. Stop. That's the
fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Hey, cut you all right,
man?
Oh no, I'm stretching my shoulder out. I got a hand on the lower end of the seat.
It's after hours, man. Everything kicking in. Humidifier fucking up.
I gotta mess with you.
My nose starting to run.
I gotta mess with you.
Nigga can't copy and paste. I swear I ain't think to do that shit. I swear I was hot.
It was like, fuck y'all. I couldn't click on it. It was like, it's right there. Fuck that. If I can't click on it, it ain't working.
All I heard was scroll up, scroll. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm scrolling. I don't see it. I'm seeing articles and shit. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Copy and paste. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think the girl.
So my apologies,
I don't
gentlemen.
think the daughter is the asshole. or the
All right.
child that was
Yeah.
I think we're unanimous on this one.